Welcome back to Blackjack Apprenticeship. I'm Loud and Often. This is Mr. Pink Chip. This is Colin Jones, your fearless leader. We're talking about misconceptions related to card counting. So the first misconception is that card counting is illegal. I would start with my experience. I played 3,000 hours in 300 or 400 casinos. Been told to stop playing blackjack, meaning that they knew I was a card counter in many of those. Even been trespassed in a handful of those. So what that means is they knew I was a card counter. In none of those times was I ever arrested. One time they told me in very explicit terms that what I was doing was illegal. And I said, okay, I'll be right over here when the police arrive. So, we don't need to do that. We'll just shuffle you on your way. So, but the casinos have invited everybody in general to come into the casino and play a game using your brain. They even try to help you when they give you those little cards with basic strategy. Use your brain, do better, win more money. So this is backed up by every court case you can find or look up that is related to card counting. I don't know of any case where a card counter has lost by virtue of card counting is illegal.
There is no case.
So they've invited you in and they know it is legal. That's why they've invited you in, because 99% of people who come in trying to beat it with their brain, they can't pull it off because it takes work and money and you really have to stick to it. So they know that it is not illegal, and when they find out you're doing it, they don't call the police. They say, shh, please go. We don't want you here. We know that you can beat our game. So I think that's all the evidence you really need.
So using your brain is still legal? Still
legal in all 50 states.
Our second misconception about card counting is that card counting doesn't work or doesn't work anymore. And I would say there are three people that would say this. The first kind of person is someone who's tried and failed, and well, it didn't work for me, therefore it does not work. The second is people who just don't know any better, and they assume, it's a fairy tale and it's not a real thing, to which I would say do the research. And then the third would be people who have done it in the past that now assume, well, things have changed since my day. And to all these people, I'd say, well, you're incorrect. Card counting hasn't really changed all that much. I would say every year it changes a little bit. And, card counting today is different than it was 20 years ago or 40 years ago or 50 years ago. That's why I wrote a book, The 21st Century Card Counter, is because card counting has evolved, but the math still works. The casinos still offer a beatable game. Not all casinos. It has to have certain criteria to be beatable. It has to be that they deal enough cards and that the rules are beatable. But making a blanket claim that card counting doesn't work is just, no offense, it's a little ignorant. Do your research, because it does. The math backs it up, and our anecdotal millions won between the three of us backs it up.
The third misconception about card counting is that you need a photographic memory. And I myself do not possess I memory and have done it successfully.
Do any of us have a photographic memory?
No?
No.
I think if you had that kind of a memory, I think that would hurt. Honestly, that would be difficult for me if I could remember every card in the shoe rather than just a single number, one, maybe two digits, that fluctuates over time. It's actually a lot more simple than that.
Card counting is less about memorizing and more about using a system of keeping track of the count, knowing how to play. And yeah, you have to memorize some charts, but that's about it. It's not keeping this memory bank in your brain of every card that's come out and using that to know the future. It's about using a system that all you have to have is a very short-term memory to use and memorizing some charts.
This is definitely a misconception that card counting, once you start doing it or figure it out, or if you're a professional, you just walk in and will money into your pocket from the casinos. It doesn't work that way. It's not that easy, in the sense that it's like work, and it has margins, and you have to be patient, and in any 1 hour you can never guarantee that you're going to win. It sure looks like it when you do, like, yeah, I walked in the casino and just won $10,000. But for every session that you won $10,000, there's another session that you lost $10,000.
It's not for every session.
Not for every session, and a lot of sessions, you come close to breaking even, or you win 100, or you lose 100. But over time is where you find success in card counting, and the hours you get in are very important. I've played like 1,200 sessions, and when you look at the numbers, it was like 650 winning sessions and 550 losing sessions. And that's $1 million winning blackjack career. Looks like that. Losing 500 out of 1,100 sessions. So it's pretty crazy that things go back and forth, but over time you slowly are winning money.
So I think the best way to think about card counting is that it's an active investment. As a job, it's something you're actively investing in, and any investment is going to have ups and downs, but it's more up than down. It's not a clock in, clock out. It's not a clock into the casino with my $20 and clock out with $1,000. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, but the good news is it does work to the disciplined investor that masters their skills, puts in the hours, and repeats. Our final misconception about card counting is that it is disappearing. And, casinos, if you're watching, yeah, it doesn't work anymore, unfortunately. For the rest of you guys, card counting is not going anywhere. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know where card counting is going to be in another 20 years. All I can say is I've been a card counter for 15 years, and it is still going strong. There are casinos that have gotten worse, and there are new casinos that didn't exist 5-10 years ago, and I anticipate that will continue. Some people say, is card counting going to be as good 5 years from now as it is now? I don't know. All I know is I don't think it's a bad way to make some money if you've got the right personality and the bankroll and the discipline and are willing to put in the hard work. Maybe we'll do another video in 10 years and answer the question if card counting is disappearing, but as of today, nope, it's not disappearing. If you guys want to learn more about blackjack and card counting, you can check out our channel, subscribe below, or you can check out our other videos. And until next time, thanks for watching.